Hello, darling. I love you. I I know you told me not to call you at work, but you should be on your lunch break right now, right? So a lunch break doesn't really count as work, right? So that means I can call. So that's why I called you. I know this is 5 minutes before you could usually take your lunch break, but don't worry. I know you're taking it 5 minutes early because I just looked at your tracker, and you'd moved to the lunchroom already. So don't worry. You don't need to explain yourself to me. And that's a good thing, actually, that you don't have to explain yourself to me. Because, well, I'm sure talking would make it hard for you to eat and enjoy your food. So you know what? You don't have to talk. Just focus on eating and chewing your food. I love hearing your voice, but I also love hearing you eat as well. So it's really not a problem. After all, I love all the sounds you make, from your breathing to your heartbeat. Besides, it's better this way, don't you think? You can focus on eating your food, and I can just focus on talking to you. Which is good because I just love talking to you. Because I love you, darling. I just wish I could kiss you through the phone. Maybe cuddle a bit too. I know we're still talking at this very moment, but, well, I'm still talking at this very moment. But what I'm trying to say is, it's just so lonely here without you. Physically, in my rope. Well, maybe not in my rope, I know we had that discussion already, and my therapist said I need to dial things back a bit if I want to maintain a healthy relationship, as well as a clean criminal record. Good therapist, by the way. They really take that confidentiality to heart. But, well, I've really just been so lonely without you here. I just want your arms around me. Maybe a head pat, or 2, or 98. I love you, and I miss you. I know I'm talking to you at this very moment, but I really miss you. And I'm just so bored without you. I've run out of things to do. I've been playing with my doll of you, but it's really not the same. There's only so many times I can play out our future wedding, and I've already played out all the different scenarios. From a wedding on a church, to a wedding on a cruise ship, to a wedding on a grave of all the people who have hit on you. You name it. There's a lot of different scenarios we could do for a wedding. So that should tell you just how many times I've played pretend with your doll. And you know I love thinking of all the different pet names I could call you. I thought maybe you'd like it and think it was sweet if I change things up and use different pet names for you frequently. That's why I bought a notebook, and I already started brainstorming different pet names. Like sweetheart, honey, sweetie, dear, precious, love, sugar, and even some old people ones like Honey Bunch. I think I've actually run out of pet names in the English language, so that gave me an idea. What if I use pet names from a bunch of different languages? Isn't that kind of neat? So I was looking up pet names in a bunch of different languages, and, well, the short version of it is I can now say sweetheart in 75 different languages, with proper punctuation as well, obviously, because I never do anything half-heartedly if it's for you. Well, I think it's proper pronunciation. can't really get a native speaker for every last language to verify, so I might just have to take my word for it. For now, this way I can express my affection for you in so many different ways, so that you never get tired of it. You deserve this kind of effort because you're so worth it. And I love you. I love you, sweetheart. Pro noi. But, yeah. I'm done with all that now, and now I'm out of things to do without you. I'm lonely, and I'm bored. I've been trying to make you into different types of food. I'm talking about things like griddlies in the shape of your face, or gummies that look like you. I've even done some latte art of you. I'll send you the pictures. They actually turned out quite well. You can have them all when you get home, by the way. But the point is, look how lonely I am without you. It's a tragedy, I tell you. One you could solve by just quitting your job and letting me be the sole breadwinner for the two of us. But I know you must be suspicious of my offer anyways. You probably assume that I'm thinking, oh, I just want them to be so financially dependent on me that they'll never leave me. And to be fair, you'd be right. You've kind of got a point there. That would be really swell, but I'm also offering it because I love you, because I care for you and want to take care of you. My heir de champ. I'd never abuse my financial control over you. Too much, anyways. I might demand maybe a half hour of Cuddles every day, before I grant you internet access, that is. Or maybe I'll demand or 1 forehead kiss for every 10 calories of food I give you. Okay, yeah, maybe I would abuse my power quite a bit, but can you blame me? You're just so precious. I want to look at every one of your atoms under a microscope so I can figure out how you got to be just so perfect. Gosh, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. My save de lim. How is your day so far, by the way? I can't believe I haven't even asked you about your day yet. I've just been talking about mine. How can I be so self-centered? Are you alright? Is it too hot where you are? Is it too cold? Do you need me to come and bring you a sweater or some hot chocolate? I already have one prepared. How's the humidity? Is it too humid for you? Oh, I hope you're alright. Are you itching anywhere? If only I was there with you so I could itch your back and everywhere else. How about your co-workers? Are they being nice to you? I hope they're nice. But not too nice. Because, you know, you're mine, and I don't want you getting any ideas. I mean, I have already written my name all over you in invisible ink while you were sleeping. I mean, you're mine. You're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, and they need to respect that. So, I hope that they're politely, but professionally nice to you. But not too nice, just a little nice. Also, how's your boss? Are they giving you too much work? I really hope they aren't, because that would be very dangerous for their health. I mean, my basement looks like an armory. I've got so many weapons I could probably arm an entire platoon. And for reference, a platoon is maybe 16 to 44 soldiers, so maybe 9 to 100, kind of depends. But the point is, I have a lot of weapons, and I know how to use So your boss really shouldn't be giving you a hard time, or else I'll have to resort to... Sorry, I know we talked about this with the therapist. I have to find a peaceful solution. Relatively peaceful. And okay, yeah, the therapist did just say peaceful, not relatively peaceful, but that's just something I said. But still, I need to find more peaceful solutions to my problems. Either way, relatively peaceful. Because, violence should be on the table, if worse comes to worse. What am I saying? You've never even told me that your boss has been giving you a hard time. I guess I just worry too much about these things. My mind always wanders the worst case scenario because I can be a bit anxious and paranoid and protective of you. But I'm only so protective of you because you're so wonderful, and I love you. I love you so much, my Sarah Lace. How's your lunch, by the way? You're eating the one I prepared for you, by the way. I mean, I know I slipped you some money so that you'd buy lunch just in case you forgot yours, but I would really rather you eat the one that I made you. I put so much care into it. I even got a lunchbox that has hearts all over that says, in a relationship. Just so, those around you get the idea. And that's to say nothing of the food itself. I made it approximately 1 pound of love. That's 453 grams, by the way. So you got 453 grams of love in there, just eagerly waiting to provide you with the nutrition you so desperately deserve. And you'll eat guilt-free, because although love tastes good, it doesn't have any calories, so it's the best flavour and only the best for you, darling. I love you. Coltasene. So, that's why you should eat the lunch I made for you. So, are you eating it? Well, I guess you can't respond because you're so busy chewing. But that's okay. I can just listen to the sound of you chewing a bit closer and... yeah, that sounds like lunch I made for you. Oh, thank you so much, Cloca. It means the world to me. Sorry, I know this is a weird thing to be able to do. It's a weird skill to have, isn't it? To be able to tell, roughly, what somebody's eating just by listening to them chew. But when I've been listening to you for as long and intensely as I have, well, you tend to develop some pretty sharp ears. I always get so anxious when you're on the phone to somebody. What if you found somebody else? But with my ears, I can always tell. So no, it always ends up being a pizza place or something. So I can feel less anxious when you're on the phone. I mean, you're on the phone right now, but that isn't making me anxious because you're on the phone to me, so that's an exception, but obviously that's not what I meant. You get what I mean, right? Of course you do. I'm overthinking things, aren't I? I always overthink things. I'm just making things more difficult than they have to be. But things don't have to be difficult with you, because you're always so understanding of me. When I mess up things, I don't have to be so stressed because I know you won't blow things out of proportion. Like when I picked you locked for the 15th time, or when I climbed in through your window. You never made a big deal about it. And that's why I love you. One of the reasons, anyway. If I listed all the reasons why I love you, well, we'd be here all day. And as much as I would love to talk to you on and on, forever and ever, and ever, and ever. Well, your lunch break's to end eventually, isn't it? Then you'll have to get back to work, and you won't be able to talk to me. Until you get off work anyways. Maybe I should wait outside your workplace. That way I can pick you up after work, and we can be together on the way home. But last time I was waiting outside your workplace, people acted like I was stalking you. Isn't that funny? Me stalking you, just as I was waiting outside for a few hours. I haven't stalked you in, what has it been? 3 weeks? See, I'm completely reformed. Though, I suppose I do still have that tracker on you. Is that a form of stalking? I don't think it counts. When I think of stalking, I think of hiding in bushes while I watch you go about your day and hit soda cans on the side of Old or whatever other majestic thing you're doing that day. I guess I kind of lost my train of thought there. Okay, I found it. I love you. I love you. That's my train of thought. That I love you. And I can't wait for you to get back from work. But I suppose I should hang up soon and let you enjoy the rest of your lunch and then get back to work. Okay, I'll hang up. Now. Okay, not now. Maybe in just a few more seconds. Okay, now. Oh wait, no, that was just another false alarm. Sorry, can you blame me? I just really don't want to hang up on you. This is torture. How can I hang up on you? Okay, I'll muster my courage. I'll see you later, darling. I love you, and I'm gonna hang up now.